Hello friends, Tanya here for Spellbinders, and today I am playing with the Spellbinders April 2021 Amazing Paper Grace, the Watering Can Bouquet. It's another 3D pop-up vignette card style, and it will fit in a 5x7 card envelope. And here are the pieces I die cut. I have 5 of the watering can base, one with the beautiful embossed details, the 2 little side panels, the handle, several pieces for the spout, including the drippy part, and some stems and all of the different flower pieces. We're going to layer those all together to create some beautiful stems. This is the stem. It is perforated down the center so that you can fold it in half and create an extra strong stem for these flowers that are going to stand up in the watering can. Here is how I have found was the best way to do it. Add a little glue to the inside and then fold it over. And then I actually ended up using my bone folder to crease that super well, and that seemed to be the best way. Now there are 3 different pieces to this flower petal part that you can use, and you can combine them or use them singly. Here I've taken the very fine petal piece and the largest piece and taken that yellow center and added that to the top. These very much remind me of Lazy Susans, which are a beautiful summer and spring flower. And I decided to cut out several different very fun spring colors for these flowers. I know that the Lazy Susans do not come in all of these colors. They're predominantly yellow, but I wanted this beautiful spring bouquet. Now this is going to end up being a Mother's Day card, so I wanted to keep it very spring-like. On 2 of the watering can pieces, you need to cut off the tabs. These are going to be the front and the back, and you could actually cut part of that ribbing off the inner ones, because as you see, they can get in the way a little bit. It didn't affect my ability to use this, to fold this card down at all. So you're going to take these little tabs and you're going to slide them into the different slots on these side pieces of the construction for the vignette cards. If you've been getting the APG of the Month kits for very long, you've figured out how to use, and actually created with them, you figured out how to use these side panels and these little slots and tabs. They are the same in all of the different 3D vignette cards. So this is not a new concept, and it actually goes together pretty quickly. Now, one of the tips I want to share with you is that you shouldn't use anything more than an 80-pound cardstock for this these pieces. Otherwise, the paper is a little too thick to fit through these slots very well. And then you have a little bit more trouble getting this card assembled. Now you don't have to do the 3D vignette part. You can just use the front panel and add the flowers without them needing to be 3D. But this little watering can is just stunning. It is so cute. Every time I play with one of these 3D vignette cards, I think that it's going to be overwhelming, and I'm always shocked when it is not overwhelming. And it is super fun, and it is adorable, and I almost never want to give them away. I do always eventually end up giving them away to someone who really loves a good 3D card. Now I'm going to add the front and the back, and I've found that the easiest way to do this is to add a little bit of liquid adhesive to those tabs that we folded down. And then if you lay it flat on your surface and let it fold completely flat, and then line it up, making sure your front panel piece is even with the bottom edges and the top edges, and then you will have a perfectly placed front and back. And we're going to repeat that with the back, being careful not to get any glue anywhere but on the tabs so that you don't glue your 3D card shut. That would be a shame. Although at this point, if you figured it out, you could pull it loose. I did use some shimmer white cardstock, which takes to the embossed detail very well. And if I'd been thinking, I would have sent the embossed detail plate back through the machine with the tan embossing plate instead of the cutting plate after I die cut it, to get a little deeper etching, although it is quite lovely even without doing that. Now we're going to take the pieces for the spout and assemble those. There's an oval piece and there is a drop-in piece that creates the little watering can holes. And you can cut those out combined to create this rim. So I cut that 3 times. I did the circle, I did the outline for the water spout to create that ring, and I did all 3 together, or excuse me, both together. I think it is 3 together to create the watering can spout piece. And then the genius of this particular 3D vignette set is that this spout, which it appears to make it much too big to fit in a 5x7 card, it actually folds behind the can while it is folded to be put in your envelope. I will show you that a little bit better later. I hadn't quite figured that out yet at this point. I'm laying it down on my mat and measuring how big it is when it lays flat. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm just going to have to make a custom sized envelope. But nope. Becca Feakin is the one who designs these, and she's got you covered. She thought of everything here. Now you're just going to adhere the handle to the middle panel, and you don't have to tuck it inside your little slots or anything. It just glues above and below your side bracket. Next is the super fun part. Now, the most time-consuming part of this card was assembling all of those beautiful flowers. I assembled way more than I needed. I have enough here to make 2 of these cards. Now, I'm adhering these. I did a little dry fit, and I'm adhering these. I'm tucking them through a little slit in the watering can base. It's cut in the top so you can slide it through there. That gives just a little more stability to your flower stems. So not only are they double layer, they also are tucked in this slit so they have a little extra support and they'll stand up just fine. I am adding these flowers in all 3 of the middle sections, and I'll add some to the very front section. And I'm trying to evenly distribute the colors and the different styles of these flowers that I created. I had a lot of fun assembling these and in filling my little watering can. I think that you could use many of the different flowers that have come in the different 3D vignette sets. Flowers tend to be a very popular item for this. And that's one of the really great things about the Spellbinders club kits. They do build on each other, often will coordinate with previous kits, and I love to keep using them in combination with each other. It just makes your collection really versatile and really fun to just go shop your stash. I am trimming off the extra ends of these flowers so that they don't hang out the bottom of our watering can. And I'm just about done adding more. There's only so many you can fit in here before it starts to look too crowded. And that's what it looks like when you look at it from the front. I've got several flowers left that I can use in other projects. Now this is where I figure out that, oh my gosh, the spout folds back and it will still fit in a 5x7 envelope. That made me super excited, I'm telling you. Next, I'm pulling out the Happy Parents' Day Glimmer foil plates. These came out this month, in the month of March, right 2 weeks before this kit debuted, and I'm going to Glimmer Hot Foil the Happy Mother's Day Glimmer foil, which has a shadow die. I love that. There's a coordinating die. I'm using the probably the polished brass foil here, which is one of my favorites. Gold and polished brass are very close. You could use either one of those, and I'm using one of the same colors of cardstock to foil that on as one of the colors of flowers that I created. I love that beautiful scripty font for Happy Mother's Day. I'm going to add a little bit of coaster blank behind that to add a little dimension to that sentiment to give it a little extra specialness. We're also going to take this sentiment labels die and use the insert piece here to create a gold mirror cardstock base for this to sit on. I just wanted a little extra definition behind the Happy Mother's Day foil and die cut sentiment. So I glued that directly to the watering can. We have a little extra dimensions to this, so we're just going to pop that right above our anchoring gold foil piece here. And that is the entire card. I love how this turned out. You'll be able to flip it over and right on the back. There's plenty of space for that on the back base. And again, that spout folds right behind it and it creates a 5x7 card that fits in a 5x7 envelope. How many times am I going to say that? I don't know. I love it. I hope you enjoyed this card as much as I did. Please give me a comment below letting me know what was your favorite part of this or how you might use this die set. If you're interested in the products that I used in this video, please check that description box below. If you aren't subscribed to this channel, please take a moment to do that now and give me a like if you like this video. Until next time, bye-bye.